And we're joined now by Muriwai resident Carolyn Bell-Booth. Thank you so much for your time this morning, Carolyn. A year on, how have things been for you over the last year?
Good morning, Lloyd. It's been a phenomenal journey, one of literal highs and lows. The highs being the amazing strength of our community that has wrapped itself up in itself and supported everyone as we've walked along. The lows have been facing bankruptcy, losing the loss of two great friends in our community, the loss of the life that you thought you might have, and sort of any kind of concept of what you are, really.
and Carolyn, is that your house behind you, is it?
No, it's not. I'm standing outside some of the accommodation that exists here outside the Muriwai deli. The deli itself, out of shot, is open for business again, which has been a real triumph for our community. That said, Muriwai leading the buyout process, this kind of gives you an indication of how fast that progress is that we're still living in a disaster zone whilst being grateful for being at the forefront of the buyout and categorisation process. Yeah,
I think most Kiwis would find that astonishing that it's still looking like that. You were one of the first to have your houses evacuated on that night, and two of the firefighters that helped you evacuate passed on. There was a memorial service for them yesterday, wasn't there?
There was. FENZ did, made a significant commemoration of those two lives and those two lovely men that are still deeply missed in our community. And, it was incredibly generous of Lucy and Amy, their respective widows, to share that moment so publicly and with our community. My thoughts are very much with them today, knowing that they woke up with broken hearts 1 year ago.
It was a beautiful ceremony from what I saw yesterday. Let's talk about the government's response, because things still, by the looks of it behind you, aren't moving along. What are your thoughts on how they've reacted to this?
Well, we're sort of still running on the work that the former government did, insofar as National hasn't done anything that I am aware of as an active community member and advocate for Muriwai, to the extent that we haven't even had any contact whatsoever with the Minister of Auckland, who one would assume would be in a position to be overseeing and updating and familiarising himself with the process, and also keeping an active eye on how council is progressing.
Yeah, I mean, the Minister for Auckland hasn't even come to you. Thank you very much. We've got to leave it there, Carolyn. I do appreciate your time this morning and sharing your story with us. That is Carolyn Bell-Booth, Muriwai resident, one of the first to be evacuated from Muriwai.